the one thing that is important is, it might be spiritually true that, you're whole and complete and beautiful, but you're also biologically entirely immature.
Hmm.
And so there's this interaction. Your genetics are part of the story, but your genetics unfold into an expression of who you become based on the ongoing experiences you have,
Right.
right? And so it's not really fair. Um, it's not really fair. Like, there's the Dalai Lama who's like, can name articles from thousands of years ago at, at some early this idea, you know, there's one Dalai Lama in the world, so maybe that's true, right? But for the rest of us, who aren't that, you know, um, we're really coming from a place of, things weren't ideal. But even like you said, if things were ideal, if you only have like a third of a brain, it's really awkward being human, right? It's just, I remember, it's just a funny story, but my son got really upset with me. Now, there are plenty of reasons he could have been upset with me that were also, legitimate, because, no parent is perfect. But this time, it really struck me. He was upset because I didn't make it daytime.
Okay, what does it mean?
Well, it was nighttime, and he told me to make it daytime.
Okay. Thank you.
Oops, there's not a lot I could do about that. So it kind of goes to show, right? It's not just his experience that could be painful and cause suffering. It's his interpretation of his experience. Now, that was when he was 4 or 5. When he was 2 or 3, he didn't even have a way of having a thought about necessarily what he was upset about. Not much of one,
Yeah.
right? And that's the way we all are. We all come from this place where we have all kinds of feelings about life and no way of thinking about it. So we just end up crying, right? There's no such thing as a baby that's never cried. Not that
Yeah,
I've ever
I
even heard of.
remember my 3-year-old, he wanted to have pancakes, and when I made him pancakes, he was so upset that I made him pancakes. It was just triggering. So,
Little guy.